Hello and welcome to the Writecome.com podcast, where we help you to make money from your words. Each episode will be sharing tips, tricks, and strategies you can use to make more money from your writing, publishing, and marketing to your fans and audience. Let's get started with your host, Barry J. McDonald.
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode from Writecome.com. And today's podcast episode is entitled Making the Main Thing the Main Thing. Now, I can't remember how long ago it was when I heard Bob Proctor say that in one of his recordings. Now, what he meant by that was, and even the first time I heard it, it did kind of just bypass me, and I said to myself, yeah, that's a nice play on words, but I never really thought about it. And it was only when I heard him say it a couple of times, just one day I stopped and I just paused and just kind of, had a look at that and said to myself, what does he actually mean by that? And when you do kind of look at that sentence, making the main thing the main thing, what he meant by that was, at the time, I think it was a course on prosperity or how to make money or something like that. But what he meant by that was, if your main thing, the thing that you are looking to achieve, if it is your main thing, well, then everything should be seen through that lens. So whatever actions you do, whatever you're reading, whatever you're watching, whatever you're listening to, is focused on that main goal. It is focused on getting you closer to that destination. Anything else outside that wheelhouse, if you're looking to maybe become a podcast or whatever like that, if that was your main thing, well, then everything you would read, everything you would act on, all the videos you would watch on YouTube would be focused on that. You wouldn't go off down, a kind of a rabbit hole on YouTube where you're watching a video on podcasts and then all of a sudden you're watching music videos or you're watching videos by the Fail Army or you're watching something that's in the news or whatever. You're distracted away down that way. No, what he meant by that was, if you are focusing on the main thing, or if it is your main thing, well, that is where you should be spending all your time and all your attention. So I don't know what your main thing is at the moment. Maybe you are looking to achieve a goal, maybe weight loss, maybe looking to create an online business, maybe you're looking to get into writing, creating a course, or building a tribe or whatever. So if that is your main thing, are you making it your main thing? Now, if you could honestly put your hand on your heart, I'm sure you would probably say, no, you're not putting your main thing. It's probably moved down your priority. There's probably other things that have worked their way to the top of the list, and because they are more important to you at the moment, even though they mightn't be more important than the thing you're looking to achieve, because they are further up the list, you are taking action on those, and you aren't focusing on the thing that you should be focusing on, or the thing that you are looking to achieve. But I'm sure if you look around at family members, if you look around at friends, if you look around at people in your community, how many of them actually have a main thing that they are focusing on every day? I'd be very, very surprised nowadays. A lot of us, talk the talk, but a lot of us unfortunately don't walk the walk. So I'm sure there's probably a lot of family members who have been saying things like, oh, I must do this and I must do that, and friends and anybody in your community is probably, again, as I said, a lot of talk, but there's not many people actually achieving anything or anything, that they'd like to achieve, or making whatever it is they're looking to achieve their main thing. And unfortunately, when you are surrounded by kind of people who are mediocre or people who aren't taking action, it's very easy for you just to kind of slide back into that as well too. It's almost like putting in a comfortable pair of slippers. You're slipping back into your comfort zone. You don't need to take any action. What the hell, everybody else is doing the same, so why shouldn't you do the same too? And unfortunately, a lot of us are surrounded by people who don't have any goals, who don't want to achieve, who don't want to better themselves, who will tell you that they want to make more money, lose more weight, or do this or do that, but never ever achieve it and never put the action into solving that or getting to that problem. So what I want you to do is think about your main thing and think about what is stopping you. Unfortunately, there are so many distractions nowadays. You may think that your main thing is your focus, but YouTube has the main thing that they want you to focus on. Netflix has the thing that they want you to focus on. Facebook has the thing that they want you to focus on. And it's almost as if we are surrounded by, almost like standing in a circle with all these, businesses around us, all clicking the fingers saying, here, you should look over here at this. You should look at this video. You should look at this post on Facebook. You should look at this thing on YouTube. You should look at this thing that Trump said. You should look at this. You should look at that. And you're constantly just kind of looking from one to the other and one to the other. And because you are totally distracted, because your focus isn't on the main thing, you never ever achieve anything. So you probably need to do over the next couple of weeks and months is to slowly kind of switch off those things, or wean yourself off Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is that you are finding that is distraction. Because at the end of the day, all these businesses don't want you to be focused. They want you to be distracted. They want you to be focused only on their platform. They want you to focus on the latest box set that's been released about the, some royal family or some space thing or whatever that everybody is ranting and raving about at the coffee shop. Did you see such a thing on Netflix, or did you see that video on Facebook? Oh, it's a scandal, it's this and that. And then you have Facebook, who is probably playing you with whatever AI that they're using to find videos that are going to annoy you, that are going to distract you, that are going to lead you down some rabbit hole. So if you find maybe that your main thing isn't your main thing, just have a look at what is going on around you right now. Have a look at all the businesses that are distracting you every 5 minutes. Even somebody who is trying to lose weight. You can't even watch TV nowadays without being bombarded with one cookery show after another, which is going to show you all the candies and all the cakes and all the buns and everything you can make. And then you have the commercials then, where you have some actress or something like that, and she's lying in a bath and she's sucking on a chocolate bar, or she's eating an ice cream or something like that, and her life seems to be perfect. So you have a lot of those distractions that are feeding into you. So, if you're trying to lose weight, they're clicking the fingers under your nose saying, here, look at this ice cream over here. Look at this, ice pop you need to add or need to buy. Or look at this cookery show over here. You need to know how to cook this. And you'll be distracted with all those things that are driving your attention in the wrong direction, and probably driving the weighing scales in the wrong direction also. So what I want you to do today is think about what is your main thing, and are you making it the main thing? If you're not making it the main thing, do you really think that you are going to achieve it? Now, I'm not saying that you're lazy, that you don't wish to achieve what you're looking to do. Maybe you do wish to be, this is going to be the year that you do wish to have an online business, or this is the year that you want to get into fiction writing, or you want to get into blogging, or you want to get into whatever goal it is you're looking to do. Maybe you do really want to do that, but I want you to pay attention to all the distractions around you right now, all the businesses that are clicking their fingers, looking for your attention and taking your focus off the main thing. Because as I said, unfortunately, a lot of us will push down our main thing further down the priority list, and because it's further down the priority list, we're not reading the right content, we're not listening to the right podcasts, or we're not watching the right training programs, we're not following the right people, because they are distracting us and they're taking us off our main thing. So as Bob Proctor said, if whatever you're looking to achieve, if you're looking to be, if it is your main thing, make it the main thing, and filter everything through that. Anything that isn't bringing you towards your main thing or your goal, well, then it isn't relevant to you. And if you do find maybe that Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and everywhere else is distracting you, maybe it's time to switch those off for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And I'm sure it will probably take a lot of stress off you. It'll take a lot of distractions off you. At the moment, I found that myself too. I have eased back on Facebook. I have eased back on platforms that I don't control and that are dragging my attention away. Even TV, I've switched off Netflix now. I don't even watch it anymore. I've spent more time reading books, because that is where I need to be focusing my mind, and that is where I know I will get my best results from. I will get my best results from watching videos on YouTube that are bringing me towards my goal and not distracting me or not leading me away on some rabbit hole that I don't really need to go down. So, whatever it is distracting you, news, TV, current affairs, whatever it is, are they taking your attention off what it is you need to be achieving? And if they are, switch off the TV, stop watching the news, switch off Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and focus on the main thing. As Bob said, make the main thing the main thing. So I hope I've helped somebody out today. If you'd like to find out more about me, or if you are having trouble, or focusing on your main thing, if you'd like more advice from me, or if you'd like to reach out to me, you can send an email to barryjmcdonald@gmail.com. And if you want to head over to Writecom, if your main goal is to maybe take up some form of writing in one way or another, if you want to head over to Writecom, I have 9 free reports over on the homepage if you'd like to pick up a few of those. So you can pick them up at Writecom, that's WRITECOME.com. And as always, thanks for sharing your time again today. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us today. If you'd like more from the Writecom.com podcast, be sure to subscribe now for more tips, tricks, and ideas you can use to make more money from your words. See you in the next episode.